Yup, how we doing tonight, Wired? Yeah, fingers crossed. I mean, everybody loves a competitive matchup. Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of full on bigs tonight. I think Duke had 76 paint points in the last game, so hopefully we see some lighten it up from three tonight. Yeah, I mean, hopefully he can replicate that performance he had in the preseason. For who? I haven't called any Providence this season. I've been waiting to find Bobby Boucher too. Mm-hmm. It was me. True, true. No, I never come prepared wired. I actually challenged myself to never open a call sheet. It's more fun this way.
I had my mic muted the whole time. I'm missing all the fun stuff. All the
I like to
fun
surprise myself.
comments. He said he wasn't prepared, and I said just like the rest of the CSBA. Sorry about that. I had it muted from when I did the streamcast the other night, so sorry about that. Well, welcome back. There's blood in the air is one of the things that I said at the opener. I said there's a little bit of a stench in the building after the big Duke win.
Yeah, but I mean, it kind of looks like a Vegas style almost with that NIT logo in the middle.
Yes, sir. Foul on the play by Andrews. Yeah, I was actually saying a couple of the matchups, which when I was muted, you guys didn't get a chance. If guys you want to keep an eye on, Bobby Boucher was one. The other one, I believe, I had mentioned was Billy Beans as well for West Virginia. Two guys you're going to want to keep an eye on. And on the other side for Providence, Kabongo, certainly a guy. You also see McDonough, who transferred over to Providence. Two guys you might want to keep an eye on for the Friars. Munoz again. Munoz just keeps taking it to the rim. He's got 7, all of West Virginia's points here.
Yeah, I mean, he's kind of slipping in and out of the defensive set. They're not really keeping an eye on him very well. He's kind of just finds himself in space.
He'd probably say, "Why weren't you mentioning me at the open? I'm a guy to watch. Look what I can do."
Yeah, we were talking about some of the new guys who we didn't expect to come on. Munoz has been around for a little while.
Yes, sir. Shrub fadeaway J, no good. Boygo goes Kabongo on the boards, gets a rebound, throws it up, bounces off the rim, can't get it to go, get the ball back in a flurry there, puts it up and in.
Pure effort. That's what 90% of the position center is based on, is how much effort you want to put into it.
Yes, sir. Beans. No good on the pull-up. Nice job there. So
Absolutely great fight to the rack. I am getting a little worried about what I'm seeing from Providence's defense, however, because though West Virginia's missed a couple, it's not exactly difficult looks that they're looking at.
yeah, it's been an interesting start to this game for sure. I don't feel like the intensity level is there yet defensively, but I think as this game gets into the latter part of the game, if it's this close, I expect the intensity levels to pick up in a big way. And speaking of intensity, Crenshaw coming away with the steal. Boss baseline jumper, no good. Mort gonna find the GOAT, Christian GOAT.
Yeah, you gotta live up to a last name GOAT. You did that on purpose, so you gotta actually act on it now.
Moses, the chef Moses gets fouled. He's a guy that I'm impressed with, have a little bit of a crush on so far here in the early going. Expect this guy to be a good college basketball player. Still a little raw, but the chef Moses. We know DeMarcus White, former CSBAer, is the guy behind the screen on LeChef Moses. I expect him to. If we know White and the way he builds his players, I'm sure Moses will be right there.
Absolutely.
Shaq Daddy
There.
the throwdown dunk. Boss gets the screen, pull up from the elbow, no good, too strong. Ball tipped, batted in by Johnson. I don't know if that was necessarily batted in by him or they kind of came together, but either way, it ends up in the hoop. I think Tank Johnson get credited with that basket.
mean, they'll take
Nebula. Yeah, what did we say?
it.
Cutting in and out. McFondle. I said McDonnie before.
Unfortunate. Let's see.
I said Ronald McFondle. I meant to say McFondle before, not McDonnie. Sorry. Yeah, you were cutting it. You were cutting in and out, by the way.
Yeah, Atlanta's kind of fighting the wind right now.
You know, happy you're not in the West Coast. I hear they're hitting crushed with storms. Backdoor cut by Boss. I think they were saying in the mountains of like in either California or up in the Portland area, like they were talking about like 5 in the mountain areas, 5 to 10 feet of snow.
Insane.
In the mountain. That's in the mountains. So keep that in mind. But huge storms coming across the West Coast from what I heard. 14-6 run here by Providence. It leads by 5. So you come to the CSBA games, you even get the weather forecast. We provide everything.
I mean, it's called versatility.
Christian Goat not able to get the runner in the lane to go. Providence steps along the baseline on the rebound. So West Virginia going to get the ball back here with 1:45 to go in the first quarter. West Virginia called a bunch of timeouts already in this one. I guess they don't like what they're seeing early on. Riddle me this one, Rampage. We had 60 viewers in the last stream for a 60-point blowout. This dude fires up with 3. We got a 5-point game here in this 28 in the stream. I don't get that.
How many do we have right now?
28.
Oh, that's kind of crazy. I'm not gonna lie.
Like this game is a lot tighter. I don't know. I would have been tuned down after that one as soon as a 20-pointer.
I mean, maybe we'll get some people after in the second half. So
Yeah, maybe.
watch when it's important.
That's true. High screen from Daddy. Goes inside, gets the dump off, gets blocked by Tank Johnson. What up, Ray Man? What's up, buddy? Oh, the steal by Daddy. God, that just sounds weird.
I was about to say. I wanted to let whoever was going to get that sound bite. I wanted to let him get it unrestricted.
Unrestricted. I know. Thank you very much. Nebula Mort from downtown. Bang. Cuts the lead to 2. You know I'm always good. You know what? What was that?
I need Dickie to add that to his soundboard.
We need a wire. Someone needs to create a wired soundboard because I know I've got a lot of good ones. I'm always good for a good soundbite. Appreciate that, Burrito. Thanks, buddy. I'm a lot better. Unfortunately, my son now, my 10-year-old, is in the bathroom, have thrown up his guts tonight. So whatever I had, he now has. So it's gonna probably go through the whole household.
Yeah, I mean, that's the only upside about the fact that I pretty much live by myself. Rarely does sickness pass.
Yeah. But it's going around in the Northeast. Apparently, the norovirus is like the infectious rate is like 15%, which is for a virus that's high. Highest in the country right now is in the tri-state area. Of course, I don't leave my house for nothing. I went to was there a technical foul on the play? I didn't realize. Crenshaw gonna shoot the free throw and get it. I went to a home improvement show. That's literally the only time I left my house all week, and of course, I get sick the next day or 2 days later.
Well, they can't make it too easy. Can't give you all the secrets without a little bit of drawback.
Yes, sir. Some guy was at the shot. I think you have a funny story. Shot at the end of the quarter, no good. 20-17, Providence up by 3. I'll tell you a little story about what I witnessed at the home improvement show right after this. Watch CSB on Twitch. We're back. All right, welcome back. 3-point lead for the Friars. Good first quarter there. Tight one for sure. Both teams seems was very back and forth. Providence went on a little bit of a run at one point, but lead by 3. So real quickly on this story, I go to one of the booths. Now, guys, we're visiting guys that do gutters and like siding and all that stuff, right? So that's typically your typical home improvement stuff, right? One of the guys is selling this streaming service where it's a box for $350. You pay once, you get every channel, every sports channel, every game across the country, everything. And I'm sitting there trying to have a conversation with the guy, and I'm like, this is basically you're just basically selling a jailbreak streaming system.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, oh, yeah, I don't know how they put the stuff on the server. It just gets there. And I'm just like, yeah, okay, good. Guy had pamphlets. He had, like, the whole booth, the whole nine. I was like...
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
It's like
extremely illegal. Use a VPN.
Yep, exactly.
Because I have 3 of them, so use a VPN. They'll never track me down. They only know me by Rampage.
There you go. I mean, it's great. You get every channel across the thing. You know, like,
you can usually stream movies on it too.
Yep. Ooh, Barry B. Shrub and 1. Never saw him do that last season.
I'm just glad he didn't dunk on Daddy. That would have been another hilarious sound clip.
He was buried on the bench last year. Good to see Barry B. for the highlights. Someone got to hopefully clip that. But I was shocked. I was like, I can't believe the college that we went to go see this show at would allow something like that, you know? Flicker beans for 3, bang!
Colleges allow a lot of things.
Yeah, I know, but it just, I don't know. And I think I got the wrong beans. I always just, I know there's 2 of them and I get them confused all the time. That was Billy Beans, not Flicker. Sorry. I said I got it wrong. I knew I got it wrong right after I said it.
Oh my goodness, free board?
The problem with similar names... It's a problem with so many similar names across the league, and I usually, like I said, I have the call sheet. I usually been able to see it, but I just feel bad for my son. Is, you know, for me, I was able to take this anti-nausea medication, so I never got to the getting sick in the bathroom part, but I feel bad for him right now. Baked beans would have been a good one tonight, Jay, right? I like that one. It's about
It'll
half.
make him stronger.
Yeah.
That's how I'm gonna think about it at some point. My kid's gonna be Superman.
Well, it's funny. My oldest like never gets sick. My youngest has got my immune system. Barry B again, counted in 1. Barry B having a nice game. Back-to-back N1s for him. 40 up in the stream. Yeah, they're starting to show up right as the score starts to expand.
Yeah, most people won't watch unless it's their game. They won't watch the full one, but they'll definitely like if
Check
it's
in.
getting towards half, they'll check in, see if they get locked in and interested.
I get it. The first half can be boring, but we've seen some crazy games in the first half too. Just highlight dunks and. I mean, I remember last season, a couple seasons ago, Michigan went on like a 25. They were 25 straight points without a miss. Like that. I mean, you don't tune in and you're gonna miss that. So, I think they were like 19. Was it 19 for 19? I forget exactly what it was, but
I don't think I remember that game.
it wasn't 25 points. It was like. I think they were like 24 or 25 for the first 25 or something like that. It was crazy. They didn't miss for their. It was just. I've never seen anything like it. Good kick out to Turner. Bang!
Does knock it down. They're starting to watch Munoz a little closer.
Yeah, they're starting to focus on him. It looks like they need to start spreading the ball around a little bit more. Good job
goodness.
defensively there to challenge.
White and black jerseys are so classic. I mean, you really can't get old.
I'll be honest with you. I was happy to bring Providence back because of their jerseys, just for that alone. I mean, I'm a big St. John's fan in real life. Gifting out a couple of subs. Appreciate you guys tuning in. Being a St. John's fan, it's hard to root for any other team but St. John's. But I always loved Providence's uniforms. There's something about them. It was badass. West Virginia's got, I think, like 8 different jerseys that we have available for them, and Mort's got to expand on his jersey selection. But yeah, I'm a fan of Providence's colors. I mean, it's the reason why, as much as I'm a Bronco fan, I always love the Raiders. You know, the silver and black. McFondle challenged by Daddy. To your room, son. Finally, they end the drought. Bob Wilson. Tanner Wilson, excuse me.
Yeah, now who wishes they didn't have the call sheet and could just go off the hip?
Yeah,
That's why, people like me and Dickie, because I know Dickie don't use that shit. He likes to act like he does. I know he does.
I usually know the names without it, but there are just some days when I'm just mentally not in it and I need to look.
Plus, the first 2 weeks, especially since we had a good-sized prospect pool this season. So this first 2 weeks, there's definitely going to be some new names flying around.
It's most of them I remember. It's the ones that have been here that I don't. Don't worry about it, Dev Turner. It's all good, buddy. Appreciate you showing up.
I think it also hurt you that we rebranded and then rebranded back, so it's kind of, you don't have that familiarity based on the team.
Ooh, nice shot there.
That left hand too?
I think so. That's pretty. I actually even heard the ripping of the twine in the stream. It's pretty. Munoz kicks it out to Goat. Daddy gonna set a screen. Shaq Daddy. He just said, "Who's your daddy?" 39-30. Good fight here between these two lines. Al Drezzi says he'd give him a pickup line. I don't know what kind of pickup line you're looking for.
Yeah, it depends who you're trying to pick up. Now, of course, as you can see, Rampage is just, flooding with female attention. So, DM me anytime if you need advice.
I give Bismack
actually, because I'll get 50 DMs.
I actually gave Bismack some pretty good advice the other night. He came home drunk, worried about if he was ever going to meet his future wife. It's like, you got time, dude. You're good.
No advice that's going to be remembered while drunk.
He actually DM'd me the next day and told me thank you for my advice. I actually got him off the ledge. McFondle in transition is good. That's a true story. I told him. It's like, when you meet her, you'll know. It's just the fact of life. You'll know.
That's what all married people... Oh, he knocks it down from deep.
Tanner Wilson for 3 is good. Cuts it to 10. Moses over Daddy. No good. Tank Johnson, though, there for the rebound and the putback. I like Providence. Got some size here. Hitting the boards hard. But what'd you say? All married people say that?
They all say that, but, listen, kids. Except for Wired's kids. I don't want him to come after me later. In college, it's about quantity. You gotta hit once, but shoot 50 shots. Keep shooting, kids. You know, shoot or
Well,
shoot, and one day you'll land.
what I did say to him, I said, you have to date a gazette. This is the more proper way to go about saying that. I said, you got to date a lot of people, which is the same thing you're saying. I said, but you got to date a lot of wrong people to find the right one, to know what you want. Because you may think you know what you want, but until you find it, you won't know.
I know what I want.
Looks fade over time, buddy. That's all I'm gonna say.
Hey, looks might fade, but I'll be happy for 10 years.
All right, you're the reason why the rest of America is divorced. By the way, just saying. 45-35, 10-point lead. Providence up by 10 at the half. Good showing both these teams. Some highlight moments for sure. See, I told you, Rampage, we can have some fun while we stream. Talk to me a little bit about that first half. What did you think from both of these teams, and what do they need to do a little bit better in the second?
Yeah, very back and forth. I saw a lot of adjustments being made. You know, a team would go on a run, and then you wouldn't see them score in that same fashion again for the rest of the quarter. So I think both coaches are working overtime right now, trying to find the chink in the armor that's kind of going to be more consistent. I think we saw some good play from Munoz early, and then Providence's defense tried to key in on him, so other people had to try and chip in. On the other side, Providence had some great contribution from their bigs, getting active on the offensive glass, creating a lot of opportunities, a couple of and ones. So if West Virginia really wants to crack down on that, they're going to have to start either fouling harder or fouling less. So I think it'll be a battle of adjustments.
Yeah, I think consistency is going to be the key for sure here in the second half. We'll see who can be the most consistent. I know there was a little bit of a run, which kind of propelled Providence to the lead. We'll see if they can hold that on, or if West Virginia has a push here in the second. Stick around. You watch the CSB on Twitch. We're back. Let's take a look at the leading score at the half. Leonard Munoz started off hot, had the first 7 points, and went cold after that, only had 2. I don't know if they just went away from him or he stopped facilitating, but they could use a little bit more of Leonard Munoz here to start the second.
Yeah, I mean, Providence just didn't let him get the same type of looks he got as the first 3 buckets.
Ooh, what a block! Huge block there by Isaiah Fowler. Turner to Shrub. Shrub to McBuckets. Fires up, top of the key, no good. Kabongo gets the offensive board, gets fouled by Fowler. That's his 3rd. Wow. Didn't realize Isaiah Fowler was in trouble already.
And it looks like he's probably going to sit, because though you want to allow for, I guess I'll say it, Daddy to rest a little bit longer, it's going to be rough having Fowler pick up a 4th before the start of the 4th quarter.
Yeah, he's got to be careful if he doesn't come out here. Coach looks like he's going to leave him on the floor. Try to gamble a little bit.
Yep, we'll see if that gamble pays off. Looks like West Virginia's picked up a more slow approach, but their screens are working.
Just got to get some guys to knock down some shots. Kabongo. Huge bucket from him. 14-point lead. Backdoor cut by Munoz. There it is. He just got to keep cutting to the basket. Back to 12. And nobody picking up Kabongo on the pick and roll.
Yeah, I mean, Kabongo's been fitting his role as a big man perfectly tonight. I mean, the offensive boards have been key for them, forcing a couple of the West Virginia big men to pick up unnecessary fouls.
You know, it's funny. I was just thinking about how every team is a foul on the play as Kabongo picks up his first good drive there by Bobby Boucher. But I was going to say, I like how, you know, and that's so hard when the teams are really deep to really see the focus of one player or two players. Because a lot of times the ball is moved around so much amongst the entire team. You can obviously see the talent, but a lot of times you don't get to see the talent the way you do when that player is the focal point of a team. Kabongo being, I think, in my opinion, one of the focal points here for Providence. You look at a team like Baylor, for instance, Prophet there. You look at Maryland, you see Stojakovic. I mean, there's some of these teams that have, you know, who their identity and their go-to guy is. The only problem with that is that if you have a good team, all you gotta do is shut down one player and you're good. But it's fun to watch these single stars go, you know, put up the numbers and play the way they play. Shows the sheer talent. And Drewski in the lane, floater is good. Back to 10. Sorry, I just rambled on for like a minute there, Rampage. You're like,
But yeah, Kabongo definitely fits that. I feel like some players honestly don't meet their full potential unless they're playing second. Having all the attention is a difficult task, more than people realize. Getting the ball more means that you're paid more attention. Ooh, knocks it down for deep. Getting the ball more means you get more attention, and some players can't handle getting all that attention. Some players are better when they can play in somebody else's shadow and be dangerous. So he's one of those players.
Curtis Andruski with a big three there on the last possession. Kabongo trying to play bully ball, drives, finger roll, lays it up and in. He's a guy you're going to want to watch for freshman of the year, Kabongo. Timeout West Virginia, 53-44. Got another good game coming up after this one. Houston versus Arkansas, the league's pick'em pool against the score for tonight's games. That should be interesting to see who comes close. I actually almost nailed the one the other night. It's off by 3 points. 2 on one side and 1 on another. But I'm actually predicting a blowout in that game. Bryce didn't want to be friends with me after that, though.
Fair.
Score challenge is fun. 53-46. Providence up by 7 here. Been a good game throughout. 43 in the stream. Appreciate you all tuning in. Got to do this for my man, for my buddy, my compadre board member. Don't want to make him watch commercials. My buddy Derek, you gotta hit him with a sub. Of course, buddy, I got you. Gotcha. Turner out of Kabongo, backdoor cut. They missed Shrub. They waited too long to get it to him. Gonna get it out to Nebula. Mortar goes in for the dunk.
Yeah, I mean, 90% of passing ability comes from timing. Doesn't matter how fast you can throw the ball if you don't time it.
I was hoping Mort was going to give me a little bit more of a highlight dunk than that. I was ready to say that was out of this world, but kind of left me a little bit wanting more.
Yeah, not everybody's got that in their bag, though. I mean, who knows what Mort's got in his bag, but...
Billy Beans, that's good. West Virginia's starting to heat up here. Cut it to 2 now.
That corner flare up has worked a couple times now.
Yes, sir. It's been a nice go-to for them. Luckily, they're knocking down those shots when they're getting them. Kabongo going to sit up in the low post there and see if they give it to him. They do. Fadeaway J is no good. Yeah, that's something that I feel like we haven't seen much of in the CSBA through the 10 seasons that I've been doing this. I would love to get or see somebody stick with like the Hakeem Olajuwon arc, or I mean, I wish we had a Patrick Ewing arc, but that fadeaway J like Patrick Ewing used to, or Olajuwon used to take, like what we just saw there.
Right.
I haven't really seen a center yet in the league that does that. That fadeaway J to the low post.
Yeah, but I don't know. 2K's contest system is weird. Like
that
those
is
types
true.
of shots are honestly probably the lowest percentage.
Yeah,
shots
nah, that's
take
fair.
surprisingly.
That's fair. Still like to see it just because it's fun to watch, but
Ooh, flux his pocket.
you know me. You know I'm old, so I like that old style ball.
Yeah, I mean it would be nice to see more post game other than a mid-range fadeaway. But
Yeah,
requires a lot.
with Fondle.
Is willing to give.
Yeah, for sure. With Fondle not able to come up with that one. And a bad entry pass. Chef Moses comes away with the steal. In transition to Tank Johnson with the slamma-jamma.
Curious how many steals that becomes for Providence. They seem to be, or for both teams actually. Both teams seem to be plucking each other back and forth. I thought we might see them hit Tank again, but it looks like they're just going to pull it back out. I think I just saw Providence is killing the boards. I think they're up 10, I think it said, on rebounds on West Virginia, which is just kind of crazy for a 4-point game.
Yeah.
Another plug?
Well, it was a steal, was it? Boss for three. Bang! Rouse it home.
Yeah, just as West Virginia began to bring it back, Providence gets a couple stops and capitalizes, and now we're back up to 7.
Sorry, I'm just texting my wife about my son. 1 second.
So double screen, it looks like.
Ooh, nice
He
steal by
plucked
He just
again.
ripped him clean. Moses is going to go in uncontested for the layup. 11-0 run in the last 2 minutes. Boss not able to get one off before the end of the quarter. 64-53, 11-point game. Headed to the fourth. Get those fours up in stream chat. We'll be right back. You're watching the CSBA on Twitch. Take a look at the State Farm assist of the game. Crenshaw going to get it. A little alley-oop to McFondle. Standard State Farm
Solid.
assist of the game. It's average.
I can't think of any other pass that would have
Nah,
been better.
I can't either. But there might have been one. I feel like there was one reverse alley-oop that was good, but Boucher for 3, bang! Twinkles the twine.
He's been pretty quiet all game, hasn't he?
Yeah, I think that might be only his second field goal. Crenshaw. Now to McFondle. Fondle step back jumper, no good front rim. Goat. We had dude underneath and gets stripped by Moses. That another steal from Moses. Gets it out to Crenshaw. Crenshaw gonna take it in. Lays it up and in. Didn't think he
Yeah,
was gonna
can't have
make
your
that.
head down. Gotta be dribbling with your head up.
Yeah, I didn't think Crenshaw was gonna be able to put that in, but good job by Brandon there. Dude for 3, no good. I had it locked in the chamber there, Rampage. That would have been a big one.
This one looking like a more standard game. I mean, doesn't look like either team is going to crack maybe 80.
Yeah, it's been a little bit of a defensive battle. Defense has been
Yeah, I
tight.
can't wait to see those stats.
Ooh, nice foul by McFondle.
That's one thing that's definitely created the separation between both teams. Both teams done pretty well on defense, but the rebounding is Providence has taken over.
Yeah, Boucher for 3. And that's the hard part is when you're trailing late, you start firing up threes. If you don't knock them down, you're just kind of sealing your own fate. It's McFondle again, and it's now just like that, a 14-point lead. You went from what, a 10-point lead a minute ago to a 14-point deficit. So, sorry, you were trailing by 10. Now you're trailing by 14. Timeout on the court. 6:04 to go. Houston and Arkansas coming up next. I went out on a limb. I said Houston was my preseason pick. Really liked what they did in the offseason, picking up Earl Flint Jr. and recruiting.
True. I mean, it's just going to come down to execution now that they've got the pieces.
Shrub. 11 on the shot clock now to Kabongo. We've got a step. Fowler fell for it.
Sleeping.
Bongo 14 and 14. Point a minute, man.
He's definitely got himself a double-double by now. Another strip.
And the Providence defense showing out. Another steal. That's 2 big runs they went on. They went on an 11-2 run. I think the other one was I think that's the third big run. 16-6 and now a 10-0 run.
And 14-4 to start the game, or is that the 16-6 you're talking about?
I think that's the 16-6 I was talking about. Excuse me. So that's the problem right now. West Virginia trailing. They're starting to fire up threes and they're not making. So trying to make it up all. Yeah,
rebounds are not going their way.
Yeah, I mean, and you're also trying to make it up in one shot too. So Shrub again having a nice game. He's got 10, 4 or 6 from the field. This game was close for most of the game. But good teams doing what good teams do, putting their foot on the accelerator in the 4th, rising to the top. Nunez. Out of foul. Cabago says, "Get out of my house." Not once, but twice. Shot clock violation.
Wonder if he'll get the stat for that second one.
I don't think it happened in time. But this is usually where they separate the men from the boys, usually in the 4th quarter. Shrub foul by Boucher. Turner from the corner rims in and out. Oh, they missed foul. Cut into the basket. Pull up jumper is good. Bobby Boucher. Quality H2O. Probably one of Adam Sandler's worst movies. With buckets, no good enough.
Really?
I'm not a fan. I was not a fan of Waterboy. I'm not gonna lie.
Man,
I didn't hate it, but I didn't really love it either. Just
what would you put as his number 1 or 2?
I definitely think he was good in Big Daddy, and I also thought he was really good in A Happy Gilmore.
Fair.
Happy Gilmore to me is probably my favorite one he was in, and then a close second is Big Daddy.
I just thought of something. Isn't they should, if West Virginia has a pretty good run during this season, they definitely need to make a poster with Boucher and Daddy on the front in the with a Big Daddy promo.
That's fine.
That'd be so fire.
That would be good. Someone got to work on that. I'm not saying Waterboy was the worst movie of the planet. I've seen a lot worse, but I wasn't a huge. There are some good lines from it though. Mort for 2, no good. Foosballs for the devil. Look past Shrub trying to get fancy. Nebula more Fury Turner bearing down on him, blows the layup.
Yeah, I mean, great defensive effort though. Chases him cross court.
Sack block by Fowler. My tank is slowly starting to deplete. Still not fully recovered from the flu. I slept for 14 hours yesterday. The night that I called, I went to sleep at 10 something from the streams. I was in bed asleep by 10:30. Woke up to put my kids on the bus at 7. Went back to sleep at 8 and slept till 1 o'clock.
W.
And I was only at 60% tank last night. Of course, I didn't sleep good because I slept so much. But now I'm tired. I'm ready to go to bed. Sorry if I keep yawning. I'm still not 100% there though. Trying.
Shoot, between college and I'm just glad that February is almost done. Valentine's was rough.
There's your player of the game, Kabongo, 16 points. Yeah, I feel you on that. I've been there, done that in my time. Sorry, I'm the old man of the group.
Yeah, I mean, I don't even know what married Valentine's is going to look like once you get to the 2-kid point.
Card and flowers call today. Occasionally you buy a piece of jewelry just to throw it and mix things up. It depends. It depends on your relationship. Like my wife thinks it's, she's like, she loves flowers, but she also feels like it's a complete waste of money. By the way, a professor just called you out and said, who isn't cracking 80?
Huh?
Professor,
what did he say?
He called you out on your nobody's cracking 80 points. Meanwhile, yeah. Providence barely got there. And Drewski roused the 3 home.
They got it there with a minute left and off of 4 steals on a 12-2 run.
I'll cut you some slack, Rampage. Yeah, no, I was gonna say, you mix in the jewelry every once in a while. You throw in a surprise trip every once in a while, but for the most part, it's flowers and a card. It's like maybe a small box of chocolates, maybe, but you don't gotta go nuts. Because you gotta realize, do other things. I mean, right now because of the leak we had in our kitchen. I still have to, the insurance is picking up probably 2/3 of the cost, but my wife really wanted the kitchen anyway. So now I have to, so that's kind of like a little bit of a gift for her. Brand spanking new kitchen. See? So it happens. I got to be careful what I say in stream chat because there's something else I was going to say, but I'm going to bite my tongue for that one. Congratulations for Providence. They win this one by 21, 82, 61. That's Virginia. Played well for 3 quarters, but Providence played well for 4.
Yep, you gotta finish the job. You can't do it 3/4,
Yes, sir.
Nobody likes the 3/4 of anything, to be honest.
Oh, sir. Ouchie, McOuchie. Look at the points off of turnovers. Jeez Louise.
It's ridiculous.
That's the difference in the game right there. 21 points.
Yeah, I mean, that and Providence's bench showed out.
Well, I mean, in theory, West Virginia lost the points on the turnover battle. Each team had terrible possessions. But Providence capitalized for a lot more. But yeah, points in the paint for sure. Rebounds. You said it. You said the boards were going to be a huge problem for them, and they were. I mean, it
was rough.
I mean, Providence didn't shoot a ton of threes. They only shot 13. I mean, they weren't very effective. So a lot of this game was in the paint for sure, and bad rebounds and points in the paint showing out. Only thing that remotely kept West Virginia in this game was 6 more threes made. Leonard Munoz, 11 points, 2 boards, 4 assists, 2 steals, 3 of 10. Rough night shooting for him, 4-4 from the free throw line. Did start off the game really, really well. I think if we look at the first quarter he was 2 for 3 to start. And he was 0 for 3, 1 for 1, and 0 for 3. So finishes 3 of 10. Curtis Andruski, 4 of 8, 2 of 6 from downtown, 10 points, 4 boards, 4 assists. Nebulon Mort, there's a name, 10 points aboard, 2 assists, 4 turnovers for him, 4 of 13 shooting. Ouch. Billy Baines, 8 points, 2 rebounds, assist, a steal, and 3 of 5, 2 of 3 from downtown. Bobby Boucher with some quality H2O and 7 points, 3 steals, a rebound, and assist on 2 of 6. Connor Wilson, 5, 2, 4, and 2 on 2 of 5. Isaiah Fowler, 4 boards, an assist, a steal, 2 blocks, and 4 points on 2 of 4 shooting. Get that guy some more minutes. Shaq Daddy, 4 and 4 with a steal. Christian Goat, 1 of 3 for 2. Random Dude, no points, 2 rebounds, assists. Take us through Providence.
Yeah, leading the way, Lace Kabongo, 18 points, 15 rebounds, a steal, and 2 blocks.
Did you call him Lace? Did you call him Lace?
Oh, Lance.
I was like, I didn't know if that was a nickname. Nah, it might be his nickname now.
I don't know. Lord knows, but he was definitely active on the rebounds and doing a great job scoring for them tonight and led them on 6 for 8. Ronald McFondle, 14 points, 4 rebounds, and 2 blocks, defending the paint.
His name His name is still all wrong. Anyway, keep going.
Barry B. Shrub, 10 points, 2 rebounds, and 4 assists on 4 for 6 from the field. Hit both his free throws as well.
Did have 3 turnovers, though. Got to take care of the ball a little bit better, Barry.
And nobody was taking care of the ball tonight, though. Johnny Boss, 8 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists on 3 for 6, 50% from downtown. Brandon Crenshaw, 7 points, 1 assist, 1 steal on 3 for 4 from the field. Tank Johnson, 6 points, 7 rebounds, 1 steal, and 1 block, 100% from the field. playing two sides of the ball. Devi Turner, 5 points, 2 rebounds, an assist, and a steal on 2 for 7 with 2 turnovers. Kind of up and down for him tonight. Deshaun Knight, 5 points, 3 rebounds on 1 for 4. Hit his free throws, though. Lechef Moses, 5 points, 2 rebounds, 8 assists, 5 steals. Surprisingly, points is the least of West Virginia's worries tonight from him. 2 for 5 from the field.
Yeah, I really like his game. He's going to be a good player.
Doug McBuckets, 4 points, and on 2 for 5, got himself 2 turnovers as well to round out Providence.
And that's going to wrap us up for this one. Any parting words before we head off to Houston and Arkansas? Any parting words, Brimpage?
Clark, it's going to be a pretty good one.
All right, tune in. We got 39 on the stream. Come back here. We'll be launching.